What's up, y'all? My name is Like. Welcome to my podcast, DBFT. Another win for us. Another nice little Sunday, huh? Yeah. I think so. But it was sloppy out there. I will say that. It was pretty sloppy, but we got it done nonetheless. All the haters are gonna talk once again. We beat a below 500 team. And I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of a concern at this point. Cause it's a little sus, bro. Why haven't we beaten the above 500 teams? You know what I mean? You know. So, but we all it's like I keep on hearing and I keep on believing is like we can only play the teams that are on our schedule. We cannot go ahead and say, "All right, give us the Chiefs. Let's see what's up." We can't do that. You know what I mean? We can only play who's on the schedule, so week to week, that's what we're gonna see us go against whoever's on our schedule. We cannot, you know, until the playoffs come, which I'm very confident that we will be in the playoffs. Then we'll see what's up with the above 500 teams. You know what I mean? Until then, we can only play against whoever's on our schedule. Okay, so all the haters are gonna talk, chirp chirp, but hey, we're 7-3. You know what I mean? So we gotta win 7-3. The Panthers go to 1-9. We send the Panthers to their ninth win, uh, loss. What the hell? We send them to their ninth loss of the season. Deron Bland. What can I say? I don't want to say that I predicted it. I'm just saying I said it. I said it that he would be a star. If you want to go back to my videos earlier in the season, I said it. Um, and yeah, for some reason, I don't know if you heard outside, my neighbors are always making noise when I'm trying to do this, but it's all good. They're quiet all day. Then when I try to go here and do a podcast, they want to be right outside my window. I don't know what's up with that. I think they have something against me. I don't know. I don't even talk to them. But I'm just saying, uh, yeah, nice win for us. I mean, sloppy win, but a win nonetheless. We got to see how we look like on grass. No pun intended. You know what I mean? Just the grass on the floor. Uh, so not so great, sloppy, and it was on the road. So you know what I mean. It I guess goes hand in hand sometimes, but nonetheless, we're here, and you know, that they announced. That's a good positive for uh, other than the win, right? We announced that Jimmy Johnson, or they announced that Jimmy Johnson is going to be inducted into our Cowboys Ring of Honor, our Cowboys Stadium Ring of Honor. So that's nice right there. Jimmy Johnson should have still, till this day, been the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not exaggerating, man. He would have been one of those coaches that just stays. Like Tom Landry was our coach for how many years? Like 20, 30 years. I don't know how many. I forgot, but it was before my time, obviously. But uh, you know, he should have been that, but he wasn't because of Jerry Jones's selfishness, which to this day he holds on to that selfishness. You know, as far as I want to be the head honcho here. Ain't no head coach gonna come in and be a Mike Tomlin, a Jimmy Johnson. Uh, we had Bill Parcells, but even he put some reins on Bill Parcells, bro. You know what I mean? So he didn't just say, "Hey, here you go. Here's the team. Do what you want." That wasn't the case. So to a certain extent, Bill Parcells got to say it, but Bill Parcells never wanted To, and he got To somehow on this roster. So that's kind of crazy. But Yeah, that's crazy that we had the tuna, the big tuna, and didn't win a Super Bowl with him. That's crazy enough in of itself because he got a Super Bowl damn near everywhere he went, except for the Dallas Cowboys. Coincidentally, you know what I mean? And that was obviously after Jerry Jones got it into his head that he is the man. Starts with and ends with him type of stuff. And obviously that's not great thinking, man. You know what I mean? I feel like if Jerry Jones's mindset would be just a little different, like I understand he wants to promote his team, but it's to the detriment of our squad year after year after year. Because when you're talking to the media and making statements like, oh, yeah, Dak Prescott is a Super Bowl quarterback, and yeah, it gets people talking about you, but it's so much negativity that comes with that. And when you have so much negativity into something, it's hard to get a positive outcome, bro. That's just the way the world works, in case you haven't noticed. All right. That's just the way it is, man. And I just feel like if Jerry Jones was a little more laid back, just lay back for one season, bro. Let us do our thing. I feel like more would get accomplished. I feel like we would get a couple. We could get to the NFC Championship game, if anything. Uh, but more so the Super Bowl, bro. If there was just not so many distractions year after year, because you could say what you want, right? You could say you don't care about stuff. You could say this and that, but at the end of the day, you care. Okay, everybody cares. Okay, you might not let it bother you the way it would to the next person, but you care, bro. You know what I mean? I could say that I don't care about if someone doesn't like the way I podcast. Too bad for them, but you care. You know what I mean? You care. Cuz I mean, I feel like I am good at what I do. So I feel like, Cowboys fans should watch me because I deliver some good analysis, takeaways, and information from my bleed blue squad. You know what I mean? So I'm a diehard since I was born, bro. You know what I mean? So damn near when Jimmy Johnson became our head coach. That's when I was born. The year that he became the head coach is when I was born. So, um, yeah, it's just my takeaway from this whole, Jimmy Johnson. He should have just still been our coach, bro, to this day. I don't know if he would have done it this long. However long he would have done it for, he should have been our head coach for all them years, is what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure he would still be the head coach. Things would have gone crazy the other way because we ended up getting Barry Switzer right after him. That's who succeeded him. And Barry, bro, he was a character to say the least. He was not a head coach. Just, just no. He was just a rah guy. We didn't need that, bro. Good thing we had, the triplets to go ahead and overcome his weirdo-ness. You know what I mean? We didn't need Barry Switzer, man. We needed Jimmy Johnson. We would have been the first team ever to win 3 straight. I just feel it because the only reason why we lost was because of Barry Switzer. Like he's not a coach. Like he was never a coach. Well, not for us, okay? I just feel like he wasn't meant for our coaching position, but Jerry Jones, white people and their pals, and just should just stay with Jimmy Johnson, bro. But it was an ego check for Jerry Jones, my bad. And now he's said that he does not, he would probably do things different, and stuff like that. So he said, he does regret that and this and this and that, right? So, but it was just meant to happen. It was just meant to happen because we were just meant to be here 30 years later without a title. And all the odds stacked against us for whatever's about to come to happen. And I feel like it's going to be a celebration after so many years, and it's going to mean that much more. So that's that on that. But all I'm saying is Jimmy Johnson, he was 44-36 as a Dallas Cowboys coach. Not great. But in the postseason, he was 7-1. 7-1. As a Cowboys head coach, two-time Super Bowl champ with us, Super Bowl 27, Super Bowl 28. Back-to-back champ, 92, 93, 1992, 1993. And then, of course, we won with Barry Switzer in 1995. We lost with Barry Switzer in 1994. Which, if you think about it, what I'm saying aligns. From 92 to 95, we should have won repeated championships. Just think about it, bro. We skipped one because of the head coach change. It just didn't work out for us. But then next year, Barry Switzer somehow got us there, and we won. If Jimmy Jones it's kind of like Jimmy Johnson, my bad. It's kind of like when if Michael Jordan hadn't retired to go play baseball, he wins 6 in a row, bro. It's like hands down. You know what I mean? But it did happen. He did leave. And the same thing with Jimmy Johnson. He did leave. And history is history. But he did get us 1992 and 1993 Super Bowl 27 and 28 against the Buffalo Bills. 17-52, then 30-13. Dominated in both Super Bowls. And fun fact about the Buffalo Bills, the last Super Bowl win that we had against them was their last Super Bowl appearance. That was their 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance. All losses, bro. All losses. That's an NFL record. The first team to make it to the Super Bowl 4 consecutive years, but also the first team to lose all consecutive 4 Super Bowls. Like, that's crazy. But we did, enjoy beating up on the Buffalo Bills. Thank you very much, Jim Kelly. Okay, because without you, this wouldn't have been possible to have. I'm sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, man. Congratulations to Jimmy Johnson. We miss him, obviously. He is now 80 years old. He was born in 1942. Crazy how long, how time has passed, man. Time flies. You know what I mean? But yeah, congratulations to him going into the Ring of Honor. And it's an honor for us too to have him. You know what I mean? To have had him and to have him as well. So, I think I look a little too bright here. I don't know. Anyways, man. Going into our key plays. I will go down the key plays. There's not that many for this game, which, I mean, it makes sense because not really much happened. It was just sloppy play by both teams, especially them. You can tell that if you didn't know the Panthers' record going into this game, by the end of the game, you would have known that they've only won like 1 or none games because they were just sloppy, bro. They are now 1-9. I don't know. I forgot if I mentioned that. But they are now 1-9. We are 7-3. So that says a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna go down the key plays. Then at the end, I will give the team stats and give away the game balls. Okay. So like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me. Ring the notification bell if you want to be, because I don't have necessarily a set schedule of when I release my videos. It's more so as long as it takes me from the moment our game is over for that day. You know what I mean? But I'll release on the same day after our game that we play. But sometimes I take 2 hours, sometimes I take an hour. This one I think will be a little short of an hour. You know, because like there's not much to say. Honestly, I didn't take that many notes. But nonetheless, let's break it down. Let's go into it. And yeah. So ring the notification bell if you want to be notified when I deliver my content, because like I said, I don't have a set schedule and I don't want to make a set schedule. I just want to make it after the game, just be expecting it. But if you ring the notification bell, you're going to be notified when I do post. So it's going to be 1 to 2 hours after the game, anywhere in between there. So my last video, I believe, was almost 2 hours. So, or a little more than 2 hours, I believe. But I had a lot to say. So, you know what I'm saying? If you ring the notification bell, you will get alerted when I post. So you won't have to be like, oh, has he uploaded it? Has he uploaded yet? And if you are, you know, if you F with me like that. So like, comment, subscribe. Helps a lot. Ring the notification bell. Do not forget, please. That helps tremendously. So let's go into, you know, my neighbors over there using the vacuum. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but if y'all can, sorry. I apologize. We got to deal with it. My voice is going to overcome that, so we're good. You know what I mean? So getting into the first key play of the game, or key situation, I guess. We go 3 and out on the first drive. Not great. I never liked 3 and outs on the first drive. That's just bad negative energy right there. And we don't need none of that. So, but yeah, I mean, we get a 3 and out on the first drive. I guess not that big of a deal considering how the game ended up, considering who we're playing and stuff like that. But yeah, on their first possession, they went 3 and out as well. If I remember, no, they didn't go 3 and out. But the Lion got a sack with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. I always do that. And then we get the next key play. We get the crazy TD catch. By the way, that sack by Michael was just beast. It's just beast mode, bro. But yeah, then the next key play, 3 minutes in the first quarter. Crazy TD by Schoonmaker. It reminded me, like, every time I see a touchdown catch like that, it reminds me of the old T.O. highlight back with the 49ers, which was an awesome catch in between traffic. He got hit both sides, and he still held on to the ball. That was on a much bigger situation, though. That catch meant a lot more. But this is good for Schoonmaker, you know what I'm saying? Dak dotted that ball, by the way, but good for Schoonmaker, you know what I mean? Finally making a catch that maybe you know, our players see him making practice all the time. That's why he's in the game in the first place, and we're just like, he hasn't shown us much. Where is it at? What are y'all seeing that we are not? Why did we draft him so high? And this and this and that. Not we didn't draft him so high, but he was a second round pick, or you know, whatever he was, but we haven't used him like that according to where he was drafted. So that's kind of concerning. But you do see the little potential that he can have. You know, and you know, we're getting whoa. Pause. Hendershot back. I don't know if he was active this game, but he did officially return from injury or something like that. This game they announced it like yesterday or something like that. But yeah, in my opinion, I feel like I like Hendershot the most of any of our tight ends. I'm not so sure how he is with blocking. I'm just saying as a peer, pass receiving tight end, making plays and his athleticism. I feel like he's a little faster than both of those guys. So I don't know. I'm just a Hendershot fan more so than our two other guys, Schoonmaker and Ferguson. But that's just me. We'll see where that leads to. And yeah, going forward, 1 minute in the first quarter, Micah eats again. The lion feeds again and gets his second sack of the game. 1 minute in the first quarter. Um, and then when we get the ball back, that was by the way the drive killer, right? When Micah got that sack, so they ended up I think punting the ball. Oh, and we're up 7-0 at this point. I'm forgetting stuff, man. I'm just trying to go through this because there's not that many plays. So, not much to talk about. In other words, also, but the crazy TD by Schoonmaker. That's 7-0, 3 minutes into in the first quarter. 3 minutes in the first quarter, and then then Michael eats 1 minute in the first quarter left, and then Cooks after that with seconds left. Doesn't trust his hands. You can tell, bro. I'm a little concerned with that. That might be. I said it in the last video. That might be why he's hopped around from team to team more so than because we see him making plays out there. But that might be why because quarterbacks don't like that, bro. Quarterbacks don't like that. You saw Dak weeks ago when he was just like, you read his lips and he was just like, hands, hands. He goes like that, you know what I mean? You could read his lips too. He's saying hands, like use your hands. And he was telling Cooks on that play, weeks ago. It was like week 3 or something. I forgot what week it was. Before his whole blow up last week, obviously. But he body catches a lot. You know what I mean? So on this play, you can tell, bro, that he doesn't trust his hands. Because if he would have stuck his hands out and tried to catch it with his hands, that would have probably been a completed pass. Or maybe, because maybe he just doesn't have hands like that. I don't know. But he can body catch like anybody, like better than anybody. But using his hands, you know, is apparently out of the question for him. I don't know, but I just didn't like the fact that on that particular play, he didn't use his hands, bro. He could have caught that pass if he extended. Instead, he tried a body catch and the guy batted it away. And that was on, I'm not sure if it was second down or third down. I believe it was third down that happened. And that's why I wrote it down. But it could have been second down too. Either way, it would have been an easy catch if he just extended for the ball. And it would have been a first down as well. So, that's that. And that was the last play of the first quarter for us. And then we go into the second quarter. 13 minutes in the second quarter. Face mask and horse collar, which we've never seen the likes of that happen in a NFL game. Face mask and a horse collar by Xavier Woods on the very same, is like simultaneous. I don't know what Xavier Woods is doing out there, but excuse me, plays like that makes me glad that we don't have him anymore. But I did like him when we had him, and I did want to keep him. I'll admit that. And maybe he would have developed better with us, because I mean, it seemed that he was his trajectory was going up, but I think he was getting injured a lot. I believe was the situation there. But you know, we ended up letting him go, and you see that he not only did not only did he do that, but he also got run over by Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard ran over him, bro, like he was nothing. Like he looked like Marshawn Lynch on that play, getting run over, or running someone over like that. Did Pollard, but yeah, he ran over Xavier Woods of all people, a former Cowboy. That felt good. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, face collar, Face collar, yeah, face collar. I believe that's what the announcer called it. Horse collar and a face mask by Xavier Woods. They just kept giving us possessions, like, you know, renewing our you know, giving us first downs over and over again when we were like down and out. You know what I mean? Third down, second and long, and yeah, they just kept giving us first downs, bro. I mean, we'll take that, and you know, as the announcer said, you can't do that against good teams like us. We're gonna make it count. You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot, and that's what the Panthers did do very well this game. So, I mean, you know, if it's not our team, who cares? Shoot yourself in the foot as many times as you want. We will capitalize on it. You know what I mean? So, oh well. I mean, it is what it is. I will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So, we get a field goal. Um, they finally give Aubrey the 20, number 20. He's 20 for 20 to start his career. That's the best start of any kicker in NFL history. 20 for 20. That's good, bro. That is very good because he's kicked some not so easy ones. He's kicked some couple of 50-yarders. He's kicked 40-yarders. He's kicked 30-yarders, you know? And he's missed like 2 extra points somehow, some way. But he's made 20 for 20 off of just 3-point field goals. So, hey, you know, 60 points for us. You know what I mean? Automatic right there. So, nice. You know what I mean? He's doing really good. That makes it 10-0, 11 minutes in the second quarter. So then we go on to the next key play, which will be 2 minutes left in the second quarter. See, there's a lot of gaps between key plays. D Law lays down the law on third and long, and we get the ball back. So amazing play by D Law, coming alive, pushing that center out of the way and getting that sack, bro. That was awesome to watch. So then Panthers get a field goal on that one. Well, they didn't punt it away. I get they didn't punt it away, but they got a field goal, so we held them to a field goal. So it's now 10-3. They get on the board. 2 minutes left in the quarter until halftime. So then Panthers give us a new set of downs again on third down again. And by pushing Terp in the back, like that was just a cheap shot, bro. What? And then the guy that got the penalty, he pointed at Terp and was like, you know, like, I don't know what could he have been saying, bro, because that penalty didn't make any sense. So I don't know what he was saying, but it looked like he was just like, oh, well, he did this, or I don't know what the heck he was pointing at, looking at the ref pointing at Terp. But after he got the penalty, but just senseless stuff, bro. That just didn't make any sense for him to do it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just not liking my lighting here. I don't know. That looks better. Let's just stay with that. You know what I'm saying? Bothering me a little bit here. Anyways, yeah. So then they give us a new set of downs and CDTD from Dak. That was a nice check from Dak, bro. I said it. I've said it. I said it so many, or not. I said it like 2 weeks in a row, I think, before it actually started to happen. And then before, I said it the game before Dak started doing audibles, and then the announcer guy was like, and we've seen Dak today, and in the first quarter, this guy said, we've seen Dak today do the most audibles than ever in his career. You know what I mean? Like, after the game that I said it, that he should start audibling more and checking at the line, the defense, you know, checking when you when you read the defense, what they're gonna do, like let's just say you read they're gonna blitz. That's called a check. You check to another play. You check to better protection. You move the line. Uh, you see they're gonna blitz from a certain side, so you slide the offensive line left. You call out the play, or the movement that's gonna slide your protection left, so that they could pick up a blitzer that's coming from that side because you want to probably throw to that side most likely. So you know Dak did that on this play, and he's done it ever since. Right, the week after that I said it, he's done it every week, and that's impressive to watch, bro. And I like when that happens. I like when I'm thinking something or wanting something and they do it. That feels good. So the fact that he checked on that play, it made me proud. I was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about right there. That's what I was talking about right there. You know what I mean? So he did that. He did it good, and he got it into CD for the TD, and we went into halftime 17-3 instead of 10-3 or 13-3. We get that touchdown, which if y'all are true fans, you know that we have struggled in the red zone. That's ailing us this season. So the fact that we're getting, I mean, the past couple games we've gotten a little better in the red zone says a lot. You know what I mean? It says we're working on, and we didn't run anything complicated. Last week we ran that Y banana, John Gruden's favorite play, to the back pylon to the tight end, Ferguson. And this week we ran kind of the same little fade route to CD Lamb. So we're not doing anything complicated. Last week it was a play action. This week, I don't think it was a play action. I don't know if it was a play action. I don't know did that play action on that play. I think it was 5 wide receivers on that play actually. That we got the touchdown today. But it was like a similar route to the one we ran last week with Ferguson in the red zone as well, and we got that touchdown to Ferguson. So we're keeping it simple, is what I'm seeing, bro. And that's what you need to do in the red zone. Just keep it simple, but throw the defense off a little bit. You know what I mean? Last week it was the hard play action, and that takes out the ball, and just the tight end's wide open. You know what I mean? This week it was 5 wide at the goal line. You know what I mean? What do you do? Oh, well, it's the goal line. So you're gonna defend. It's kind of like a goalie on a free kick. You know what I mean? A goalie in soccer, like they're gonna dive to one side to try to guess where you're gonna go, but they don't really know, and they got to move fast because you could just beat them just that quick, just like CD did. Beat that guy and just got the back pylon wide open. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope I didn't lose you there, but I know what I'm saying. That's all that matters. But hopefully y'all understood that analogy. But yeah, I mean, good job. Things at the goal line happen quick. The ball's gotta be out usually in like a second, bro. Half a second. You gotta beat your guy quick, and you gotta make them think you're gonna run another route than what you're actually running. So it's all complicated, and we got it done on that play, and that was nice to see. It was refreshing, in other words. But yeah, that does it. That's halftime right there. 24 seconds is when we scored. 24 seconds left in the second quarter, and we went into halftime with a 17-2 lead, right? Yeah. So that was good to see. I didn't want to go into the half feeling like, oh, we should have had a touchdown there. You know what I mean? So that's good. So now the start of the third quarter, second half. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. It's just a big gap right there, man. It's just, like I said, not too many key plays on this game. They get called for running. Oh, we get called for running into the kicker. Sam Williams does. It was a 5-yard penalty. It wasn't the 15 automatic first down, but it was a 5-yard penalty. They got to redo the down. It was 4th and 2, and they got the first down. Or 4th and 1. Yeah, 4th and 2. and they convert. I believe it was I forgot how they converted. I think it was a pass to Thielen, which Thielen had a pretty decent game. 8 catches, 74 yards, 9.2 a catch. Pretty decent game, you know. But for the most part, we held everybody in check. Um, they did have over 100 yards rushing. That's troubling because I would have liked to see us stop the run, but we stopped their pass. We stopped everything they did, basically, um, except for really the runs. They got to running on us a little bit right there in the third quarter, especially. But it's all good in the neighborhood because we won. Running into the kicker, that makes it 4th and 2. They convert after 4th and 1. So they had gotten a 3rd and long because I think we sacked them or something. They got a 3rd and long. Then they throw a pass. Well, what's his name? Young throws a pass to Thielen for a 9-yard play, and now it's 4th and 1, and we give up the first down. And then they get a touchdown after that. To the I believe it was a tight end. I'm not sure it was a tight end or not, but Wanye Thomas was covering, and I've said it before on this on my podcast that Wanye Thomas, I feel like he will be a star, bro. He just makes plays out there. I feel like he can be playing in the slot over Jordan Lewis. That's what I feel like. That's just me. That's just my gut feeling. What I've seen him do in the slot sometimes at times. He's just always on the guy. And today he got caught on twice, I believe. One of them was the Thielen. I think it was on that 4th and 2 conversion. And then that touchdown that I'm just talking about right now. He was on the coverage. But he got dragged all across in motion, all across the formation. That's kind of a hard cover. And then the one with Thielen, he was just right on Thielen. He almost the commentator, the announcer, said that he thought that Wanye Thomas had separated the receiver from the ball on that play. So he had good coverage. He just got great defense, better offense. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I feel like Wanye Thomas could play in that slot position over Jordan Lewis. That's just my opinion. I would love to see them try it more to see what's up. You know what I mean? Like, once again, I'm just putting energy out there. Hopefully they listen. Hopefully our Cowboys listen. But I did say that Bland was going to make a better outside corner than whatever we're going to throw out there, Jordan Lewis or whatever, bro. That would have been crazy if we threw Jordan Lewis out there instead of Deron Bland. I don't know what they're doing out there. That would have been crazy if we threw Jordan Lewis out there instead. Who knows where we would have been right now if we threw and we kept Deron Bland in the slot. Deron Bland would have still had a couple picks, but he wouldn't have had 6. He wouldn't have had pick 6s like crazy in my opinion. He's just better outside, bro. Which we might not have Gilly next year. Gilly might be a one and done deal. So the excitement of having possibly Wanye in the slot, even though Wanye is listed as I believe a strong safety, the possibility of them converting him, because we did have Byron Jones, which was in my opinion, a shutdown corner at the time that we had him. He was a free safety, and we converted him to outside corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's not out of the question for us to move Wanye Thomas into the slot next year, and then have Diggs on the outside corner, and then Bland on the other outside corner. You know what I mean? Bland taking Gilly's position for this season, which in this situation, Bland is taking over Diggs's position on that side where Diggs is usually at. But nonetheless, I just feel like we have a good future ahead of us. Especially if we do good in the draft. We get a couple more players. Getting Overshown back next season is going to be big, bro. Because he would have helped out tremendously this season. With LVE going down, the Wolf Hunter, which we've gotten better on the run, better stopping the run since he went out. Coincidence? I think not. I don't know. But nonetheless, with LVE out, Overshown would have just, I believe, would have just shown more than we've seen from Bell, which he's doing awesome. More than we've seen from Clark, number 33. Bell, number 14. Clark, number 33. I feel like Overshown would have overshined on them. Overshone. Is that how you say shine past tense? Shined. Overshined. But anyways, I feel like Overshown is going to make a great addition next year. But right now we're in this year, and I just wish we just had Diggs at least, bro. I just wish we had Diggs. Just imagine what our squad, what our defense. We're top 3 defense in the NFL right now. Imagine if we had Diggs still. They wouldn't have been able to catch on Gilly. I mean, Gilly would have been our weak spot, our weak corner. That's saying a lot, bro. Just imagine that. Imagine that for a second, bro. What it would have looked like if we had Diggs, Bland on the slot, and then Gilly on the outside on the other side, man. That would have just been crazy. And I couldn't wait to see that. Maybe it's my excitement that jinxed us and Diggs got injured. I don't know. Excuse me. But nonetheless, bro, we're doing hella good either way. And I just want to continue this and hopefully beat an above 500 team sometime in the near future. Okay. Which next week is not going to be the sometime because the Commanders are 4-7. They lost against the Giants. So that's not going to be our chance to beat an above 500 team. But that is going to be a chance to keep going in the race for the division lead. The division lead and the conference lead as well. So nonetheless, enough about next year, okay? Right now, we're this year. And, Wanye Thomas got a TD caught on him. 17-10, 2 minutes in the third quarter. We go on to the fourth quarter now. TP runs over. Let me say it like this. TP lays the wood on Xavier Woods. Lays the woods. You know what I'm saying? He just ran over him, bro. I'm sorry. He just ran over him. Woods ended up trying to grasp at his feet on the ground. And we get a touchdown. And TP, I mean, I've never seen him so animated. He's been a sort of what do you call that? Stoic, I guess. I don't know. I just see him as he looks like a little kid out there. I don't know why. Like, he just reminds me of a quiet little kid running out there. He just has a baby face and all that. I don't know, bro. Like, and the way he wears the antennas on his, and then the little collar around his neck. It just looks like a kid playing football, bro. But I've never seen him so animated. I don't know. Maybe he got tired of all this stuff that they were talking about him, that he can't run between the tackles and all that. And he ran between the tackles and ran through the tackle. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Put fire emojis in the comments if you feel me. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that TP run, bro. Because that was nice. You know what I'm saying? That was like a, 20, 30-yard run? I didn't even write it down. But it made it 24-10 with 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter in the game. Amazing to watch. Our next key play, 13 minutes in the fourth quarter. My bad. Bland. I want to clap real quick for Bland, bro. I don't know how that sounds on your whatever you're hearing this on, but Deron Bland. I said it over and over and over, bro, that he was going to be a star. I said it. And you're just, this is historic, bro. Fourth fourth interception touchdown pick six of the season. That ties an NFL record for the most in a season, bro. I feel like who would be the other? I feel like Dion would have that four in the season. Ed Reed, I don't even know who it is, but maybe Night Train Lane. I don't know if it goes back that far, the record books, but as far as pick sixes, but those are corners that I feel that could have done that. Maybe it could have been Rod Woodson, which was a safety corner hybrid. Um, I just don't see who else it could be, bro. Other than them, I mean, they're just like the best ones to do it. You know what I mean? Dion, every time he picked the ball, it was a touchdown. Bland is showing that he's on that level, bro. Diggs is showing that every time you pass the ball to his side, he will intercept it. Like Dion, we got two Dions on the squad, bro. That is how special it could have been if just Diggs stayed healthy. God damn, bro. But nonetheless, Bland gets his fourth pick six of the season, ties an NFL record, bro. We got three NFL record holders. Aubrey, 20 for 20. Now 21 for 21. Well, Bland tied, an NFL record with his fourth pick six of the season. And then CD Lamb with the three back-to-back games over 150 yards and 10 catches, 10 catches and 150 yards plus in three back-to-back games. That was an NFL record, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing something this season. It's something special, bro. And it's like Skip Bayless said on Undisputed. Which, by the way, a lot of things that I say end up on Undisputed, end up getting said on First Take on other shows, bro, because I know what I'm saying about my team. That's all I'm saying. So, tooting my own horn right there real quick. But, yeah, as Skip Bayless said, we are not only doing it on offense, we are not only doing it on defense. We're doing it on special teams as well. And, kick return and punt return special teams, but also field goals, everything. Special teams blocking punts and blocking field goals on the defensive special teams. You know what I'm saying? We're doing everything right. This has to be a sign that this is our season, bro. We just need to get it together against winning teams with winning records. That's all we need to do next. All right? So if we could just do that, that would be great. That would be amazing. But we got everything stacked, bro. And the thing about years like this, years that teams have like this, you don't always have this salary space to have this many good players. Some good players are going to get scouted, and they are going to be in other teams next season with big contracts because they're going to start on the other team. Stuff like that. Our role players this season could be starters on someone's squad next season. Hopefully we keep 99% of them, and get our two, injured players back, Overshown and Diggs. And LVE as well, if he's going to stay with us, which I feel like we could let go of LVE just because of all the injuries. It reminds me a lot of Sean Lee, but Sean Lee, I really wanted to keep him, and I'm glad we rode him till his wheels fell off. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean Lee was just special. LVE is not on that level, but he is special. You know what I'm saying? He showed that his rookie season for sure. But nonetheless, all I'm saying is we're kind of a complete team. Who knows if Terp gets picked up by another squad? I don't even know how many years he has left on his little contract with us. But who knows if Terp gets picked up by another squad to be a starter, a slot starter, or their primary kickoff and punt returner. Because he's special. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, little players that we lose like that, make us a lesser squad. And um, I just want to get it done this season, bro. We're just at the top. Dak is playing better than he ever has in his career. Better than his rookie season. Make no mistake about it. Better than his rookie season. I did not like him so much in his rookie season, especially because he started over my QB1, Tony Romo. That was my QB1. I don't know why we ended up going with Dak Prescott as a rookie over Tony Romo as a 9-year veteran. I just don't know that. I will never understand why we did that. That was just set and written in the stars, pun intended, because we have stars on our helmet, for Romo to go and win that first Super Bowl, ever so evasive Super Bowl in his career. It was written in the stars, man. I'm just saying that should have been Romo's start. But Dak is playing, and y'all know I love Romo if y'all watch my podcast, so I always got to mention him every week. I swear. It's like I do that. But Dak Prescott is playing the best football of his career, bro. Definitely throwing the ball the best of his career. He's just checks and audibles, bro. That's what I was saying 4 or 5 weeks ago. That's what Dak needed to get to that next level. We were too stagnant. We were too conservative. 150 yards here, 89 yards the next game. And he finally, when I said the checks and audibles thing, he finally just broke loose. And because they started doing the checks and audibles and all that, and using our weapons and taking advantage of one-on-one coverage and all the things that I said. I know y'all can hear that. They're always doing something. They're always doing something, bro. I don't understand what the hell. Anyways, he is playing the best football of his career. I had said a couple weeks back that Dak was a middle of the pack Dak QB. And I'm sort of still on that, but all I'm saying is he can turn up, okay? We saw, what backups have done in their careers. Going back to Tony Romo, he was not always a top 5 quarterback, but in most years of his later years, he had top 5 stats. He had top 3 stats in some years. You know what I'm saying? So that could be like 15 middle of the pack Dak, and then he can be just top 10 numbers 1 season or 2 seasons, and top 5 numbers 1 season or 2 seasons. Like, he could do that. So I feel like if he keeps playing this way, using his legs, expanding the play, extending the play, I feel like he can be a top 10 quarterback. But if he goes back to just flat-footed Dak in the pocket, then he's going to be a top 15 quarterback at best, bro. So that's the difference. Just little things like that, and checks and audibles, once again, because that gets you into the right play, and it beats the defense from the snap of the football. You know what I'm saying? So it makes a big difference to do those checks and audibles before the play, motions and all that, to get you into the right call, and to kill and get into the right call and stuff like that. So, or audible call, Omaha, Peyton Manning used to do the Omaha thing, you know what I'm saying? But that just makes a big difference, man. Makes a big difference. So if he keeps doing that, he'll be a top 10 quarterback. But he can also be a top 15, just a middle pack, if he just goes back to his flat-footed ways and not checking and audibling before the play. So That's all I'm saying. Um, wow, I got into a whole thing there, right? Bland. Going back to Bland. 13 minutes in the fourth quarter. NFL single season record, fourth pick six. He also has the lowest passer rating against. That means the lowest passer rating against in the NFL. That means he is playing like the best corner in the NFL, bro. I said he would be a star before he started doing this. Listen to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, please. And leave it in the comments. Fire emojis. 26. Number 26. Fire emojis in the comments, bro. Yeah. That's his sixth interception of the season. His rookie season was last season, and he had 5 in limited playing time. Think about that. Let that marinate. He had 5 picks last season, which led the team, by the way. Let that marinate as well. 5 picks last season over Diggs. 5 picks led the team in picks last season in limited time. This season, he took over as a starter, and he now has 6 picks along with an tied NFL record 4 picks, 6s in a season, bro. Like, think about that. That's special, man. We got a special one right there, and we need to pause. We need to tie him down as well, just like Diggs. You know what I'm saying? We need to put a ring on it, bro. We need to put a ring on it. And pun intended, yeah. Pun intended. Because you know what I mean. Beyonce type and Super Bowl ring on it. You know what I'm saying? So pun. Yeah, that's a nice little pun right there. But nonetheless, Bland is special. Made it 30-10 with 13 minutes left in the ball game. He was a 5th round pick, by the way, just real quick. 5th round pick out of Fresno is what they said in the broadcast. 5th round pick. Was that like the greatest 5th round corner pick of all time? I don't know, because I don't know who else was drafted in the 5th. But nonetheless, I'm going to wrap this up a little quicker because they just turned on some music. I cannot believe they just did that. Oh my God. I swear. They are random, bro. 12 minutes left in the ball game. Micah with another sack. At least that gives me a little, little bass in here, I guess. Little rhythm, little background music, if it even sounds good. I don't know how that sounds for y'all. But anyways, man. Micah with another sack, his 3rd of the game, his first 3-sack game of his career. But I did check the stats after the game. I don't know if they changed that, because it showed 2.5 sacks for him, not 3. I don't know if they changed that, but it could be his first 3-sack game of his career. So hopefully it stays that way. If it doesn't, then he has 2.5 sacks this game, which I believe he's done that one other time in his career. Not sure, but that car that had the music on full blast just took off, so that's good. Yeah. Anyways, Micah could have his first 3-sack game of his career if the stat stays the way they called it in the game. So 12 minutes left in the ball game is when that happened. Armstrong gets a sack on the very next play after. So he got a sack, and that was, I think, a half sack. Yeah, that was a half sack by Armstrong. Then Young almost gets sacked on the next play after that. So 3 in a row. He almost gets sacked, but then he fumbles when he's trying to scramble. And Wilson recovers. So then we get the ball back. With 7 minutes in the ball game, Aubrey gets his 21st in a row field goal. And we go 33-10. And that ends up being the final score. But yeah, we did have with 6 minutes left in the ball game. Sam Williams got another sack, and that was a half sack apparently too. No, Sam Williams was a full sack. All right. So then 5 minutes in the ball game, Coop comes in the game, and we know what he did. Almost completed a couple passes, but a couple nice throws. I wish we would have caught the one to what's his name? Number 83. Forgot his name already. But I wish he would have caught that, because they've been talking so much about him and whatnot, which we always do. Oh, in practice he looks so good, and then when he gets in the game, it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? We do that a lot in our squad, but now they're playing basketball. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to have a talk with them when the Cowboys play. 2 hours within 2 hours after the game, you cannot make noise outside. I'm kidding. They could do whatever they want. Anyways, yeah. So Coop comes in the game with 5 minutes left in the game, and that was that. It was just a wrap. We win 33-10 in an away game. I think that's our first away game win of the season. I'm not so sure. Maybe our second. I forgot. But the Panthers dropped to 1-9. We go to 7-3. And all is good in the neighborhood. All right, let me go on to the player stats. Dak Prescott was 25 of 38 for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 0 sacks. Pollard, it just hit my house or something. Pollard was 12 carries for 61 yards, 5.1 a carry. That is what we want to see. And 1 touchdown. That is also what we want to see. TP, keep it rolling, bro. 12 carries, 61 yards. 5.1 a carry. I mean, that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need, bro. That's what we want. Cooks, 3 receptions for 42 yards, 14 yards a catch. Good yards per catch, but we would have liked to see more production, especially in a game like this. But nonetheless, we did what we did. You know what I'm saying? And our defense carried us this game very well. Our defense was outstanding this game, bro. We did give up a bit of yardage, but we got it done. But our defense carried us definitely this game. Which our offense did have 2 touchdowns. Yeah. So, anyways, Lamb, 6 catches for 38 yards, 6.3 a catch, 1 touchdown. Nothing compared to his previous couple weeks, but at least he got his little 6 catches. It adds to his catch total. Which is always good. Pat them stats. You know what I'm saying? As the yards don't get padded, but at least he got 6 receptions. That's good. You know what I'm saying? If you have him on fantasy, that's 6 points automatically. So you're happy about that, right? And then 3, it's like 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the touchdown, which is another 6. He got about 15 points for you on fantasy, if that's how your point system works. But I don't play fantasy much anymore. My fantasy league fell apart. I don't know what happened, but I did win 2 years in a row, though. That was nice. But anyways, Curse, Armstrong, and Golston all had half a sack each. Sam Williams got a full sack. Micah got 2.5 sacks on the stats after the game, so that's what I'm going by, 2.5 sacks. Bland got another pick. And that does it for our side. We go to theirs. Young, 16 for 29 for 123 yards and a touchdown and a pick. Or an INT. Not so good. Hubbard, 10 carries for 57 yards, 5.7 a carry, bro. Not good on our part. Miles Sanders, an old Eagle, which lost today, so good for him. Sanders, 11 carries for 50 yards, 4.5 a carry. Not good on our part either. I would like to see that a little lower, but we can't be perfect. We can't be perfect. Thielen, 8 catches for 74 yards and 9.2 a grab. Solid game from him, considering, but most of those catches were on, I think, Jordan Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. Jordan Lewis needs to get his game up. He did have a nice, pass breakup? He did have a nice pass breakup somewhere in the game that I think was on third down or something like that. So that was nice to see. But that was that. Player stats are gone. And now I will go down to team stats. And then after, stay tuned for the game balls. Like, comment, subscribe if you have with me. I really appreciate it. Ring the notification bell because you never know when my videos are coming sometime within 2 hours after the game. So, team stats. Let's go on to the team stats. And I said, I think earlier in the video, I said we gave up a few, a little more yards than I would have liked. Doesn't really look that way. But I just, I don't know. Anyways, the Cowboys, we had total yards, 311 total yards for us. Panthers, 187 total yards for them. Passing yards, we had 204 passing yards. They had 77 passing yards. Rushing yards, we had 107. They had 110. I would have liked to hold them under 100, but we didn't. And I would have liked to be at like 150 for us, but we didn't. Yards per play, 4.6 for us, 3.2 for them. Like I said at the beginning, sloppy game, bro. It was just sloppy. First downs, we had 23, they had 13, so good on our part there. Third down efficiency, we were 7 for 16. We could do a little better there, but still it's on the high 40% percentile. So I guess you take that. We did win the game. So third down efficiency for them, they were 5 of 15. That is what I'm talking about. That's good. Fourth down efficiency, we were 0 for 0. Thankfully, we didn't go for it on fourth down today because that would have been annoying. And 3 for 3 on their end. That's good on their end, but we need to get them stops. Even though our defense played awesome this game, we need to get them stops, man. On fourth down, that way we could turn the ball over and they don't have that touchdown. They don't have that field goal. You know what I'm saying? But they got it. Total plays, we had 68. They had 59 total plays. Sacks allowed, we had 0 allowed, and they allowed 7. We got 7 sacks in the game, baby. That's good. Punts, we punted the ball 3 times, surprisingly, and they punted the ball 5 times. Penalties, we had 5 for 45 yards. I'll take that, but it's we won the game, so I'll take that. They had 8 penalties for 90 yards, and they're going all out over there, hitting the fence and everything with the ball. They had 8 penalties for 90 yards. Fumbles lost, we had 0 fumbles lost. They had 1 fumbles lost. Interceptions thrown, we had 0. They had 1. Time of possession, my favorite stat, 31 minutes and 21 seconds for us of time of possession. They had 28 minutes and 39 seconds of time of possession. And that's it for the team stats. Now, let's go on to the game balls. Who will get this week's game balls? And let me check something real quick. I believe I have it in my head of, okay, that is Pardon me. I usually have stuff ready, but it's caught me off guard. Trying to be organized. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. This dude right here. All right. So the offensive game ball with his second of the season right here. It's not a remote. It's a game ball. With his second game ball of the season, Dak Prescott. Step on up and get your game ball. Thank you very much. That is the offensive game ball. 25 of 38 for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not great numbers, but it's a good completion percentage, decent completion percentage, or, you know, yeah, decent completion. And then the yardage ain't great, but he did have 2 touchdowns. He was efficient, no interceptions, and led us to a win. So that's why he gets the ball, man. Can't really argue with the win. And no touchdown, no interceptions. I mean, so awesome. 2 touchdown day for Dak Prescott. Gets a game ball, his second of the season from your boy. Okay. Defense, game ball. Who do you think this is going to, bro? I mean, it's got to be my guy. It's got to be my guy, man. Deron Bland gets his 4th game ball of the season. Awesome, bro. Awesome. And he's funny, bro. He's just I saw him getting interviewed on what is it called? The Dallas Cowboy broadcast network and all that. He was getting interviewed by this girl, and he was just like so smiley and laughy and yeah. But they asked him, "What's your worst fear?" And he said, "Public speaking in public." And he's getting interviewed on live TV. You know what I'm saying? Watched by millions of people. It's funny. And today he got interviewed after the game as well. And what he say? He said he didn't even have a touchdown dance when he scored because he wasn't expecting to get a touchdown, obviously. But he did tell his teammates that he would get a pick this game, and that he did. And he complimented it with a touchdown, bro. And just a special guy, bro. He's awesome. I just like his personality, which he's to himself, and I'm sort of like that as well in certain ways. But yeah, you could tell he's an introvert. That's what I like about him. I like stay your ass at home and behave and just come play football on Sundays. That's all I ask. So yeah, he's a cool guy, man. I like him. He's just like Parsons, like just cool guys. CD, just cool guys, cool, good hearts, bro. You know what I mean? That's what we've built in this team, and I'm liking it. So Bland gets his 4th game ball of the season, much deserved, bro. I don't even know if Diggs would have had this many game balls if he was playing this season, but Bland does. He has 4, so that's less than the amount of picks he has this season. But that's as many as pick sixes that he has this season, so I guess that kind of matches, right? But nonetheless, that is it for me. I will see you again Turkey Day. We are going against the Commanders, which are now 4-7 because they lost today on a bad throw by your boy Howell. My bad. Howell. My bad. Howell. Right. He was 35 of 45 for 255 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 picks. So that's good for us. They are coming off a nasty loss with not much rest to go, and we got some rest for our starters because we took some out. I'm liking the energy going into this game. I'm liking the momentum going into this game. So I'm pretty sure we are going to make turkeys out of the now Washington Commanders. B. Robinson, their running back, apparently had 17 carries for 73 yards. He complemented that with 7 catches for 58 yards. So he's a pass catching back, apparently. And we're going to have to stop that. McLaurin only had 5 catches for 43 yards. I don't know what's going on there. But it does seem that they had 9 sacks this game, 9+ sacks. I don't know. I didn't count them all. 9+ sacks this game. So they do get to the quarterback. It was against DeVito, which threw 3 touchdown passes in this game. I guess he was mad after they were talking about him being an actor last game, and I especially said that he was an actor last game. Um, but yeah, that does it for that, and we go off and face the Commanders Thursday. So I'll see you after that game. I will be here. Turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload, man. That will help out a lot, honestly, and I would appreciate it. And you will be in it. Everybody that helps me out along my journey of being paid to talk about my favorite squad in the world, I will remember you right here. You know what I'm saying? I will remember you. Don't worry about it. I got you in the future. So that's all I'm saying. But anyways, that does it for me. I will see you after the turkey dinner on whenever y'all's dinner is, but I'll see you after my turkey dinner, especially after our hopeful future win against the Commanders. So I'll see you then. Thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. We them boys. It don't get no better than a W, man. Hope to get it again Thursday. But yeah, I'm out, guys. See y'all.